Hey guys, so what I'm going to be doing here is making some Rift Battle of Telara videos. It's a game that's currently in beta stages, so it's not released just yet. I don't exactly know when the expected release date is, but that's some pretty good things about the games, or the game, I guess. Not games, because it's just one game. But yeah, so DC Universe beta finished a couple of days ago, and the game doesn't come out until the 11th, so it's a week or so away. So I can't really do any more videos on that, and I haven't had much happen in WoW, so I haven't really had any videos of that. So since I got into the beta for this game, I'll throw some videos up for it. So yeah, basically it's kind of like a Warhammer World of Warcraft clone type game. It's got some good graphics and they're good ideas. I haven't actually this is the first time I'm actually going to play through it, so I'm going to be recording my experiences as I play essentially. Um, the game defaults to what you see here. You have Defiance and Guardians. What actually they are is the Guardians are basic chosen by the gods. They're the holy guys. They follow the gods, etc. Insert any normal story here. They really respect the gods. And the Defiance, they are considered evil. I don't think they are personally, but basically they turn their back on the gods and they sort of take fate into their own hands and sort of play for power without actually aligning themselves with the gods. So yeah, there's two pretty cool factions there, and I'm gonna personally select the Defiance because it's always better to be evil, even if it's not Megamind. Megamind? What the hell? That movie was terrible. Um, what I meant to say is like a super villain type. You know what? I'm just gonna give up. After playing DC Universe, I have this villain and hero vibe in my head, and it doesn't really help when you're playing a game that's not even based on superheroes. So yeah, I'm gonna select the Defiance. Actually, I had to think about it for a little while because I didn't really want to make another character. The races are different between the two factions, so each of them are gonna have different races, even though they're not gonna be hugely different to what you've seen in other MMOs. You're gonna have your basic human dwarf type thing in the humans, and then in the Divine, you're gonna have your more troll, elf, dark elvy, type things like that. So yeah, I've got the Defiant selected here. What you're gonna see is the races. So on the left is the races, the 3 male and the 3 female. And then on the right, you'll see the race name and the racial abilities. Each race gets 3 of them. So basically, this is the Ethian, or I think that's how you say it. They are the humans of the game. So the Ethros up in the deserts of the south, a clever. There we go. I said it right that time. And resourceful race. They have a tradition of taming their environment with magic and technology. So yeah, basically the definition of human. Their 3 racials are the Eth-Made Shield Generator, the Sun's Fortune, and the Desert Dweller's Birthright. I'm not going to go over them in detail, but the Eth-Made Shield Generator is going to be what it says. It's going to be a shield. Sun's Fortune is sort of like your base stat increase by a certain percentage, and then your Desert Dweller's Birthright is a resistance to a specific type of damage. Pretty much everyone has these 3 types of racials. So you have your percentage increase, your resistance, and then whatever your primary one is, which is the main unique one of your race. So these are the Kalari. They are the elves of the Lost Kalari Isles, and they've been tainted by generations of exposure to raw planar magic. They are powerful spiritual mediums. The Kalari are powerful but somewhat unpredictable race. They remind me very much of the Warhammer dark elves, whatever the elves that are dark. So I'm going to assume they're called the dark elves. It doesn't say that they're dark elves, but I mean the elves that are tainted by magic and they're powerful and unpredictable. Yeah, take a guess. And these are the I don't really know how to say this one. I think it's Bahami, something like that. But they're basically exotic tribesmen of the Razatine Canyons, the names in this game. They are a hospitable race of strong, clever people who excel in both the arts of war and crafts. It's kind of weird, so I will take you down with my spear after I've made a pot. That's the type of people they are. they're gonna be, doing some pottery and then randomly go into war. You'd want one of those of your dads. My dad can beat up your dad, but my dad can make a better pot than your dad. Uh, yeah, that was terrible. I'm sorry. So, yeah, these are the female versions, but well, obviously these are the female versions. I just went through them, but yeah, I'm gonna go through the dark elf just because I like them. So you see, there's 4 classes here: warrior, cleric, mage, and rogue. So the warriors' basic idea: they excel in melee combat, although they do have some ability to wield magic. Clerics are wearing chainmail, and they're basically healings, and they use mace, type of healing class. Rogue, they are what you expect: leather, dual wield, single target, and I think they can go invisible. Not really sure. And mages, well, they're mages. They're wearing cloth, and they can use powerful magic. But the one thing is here, you may notice there's 4 classes. And I know, as everyone always goes, there's only 4 classes. How can there only be 4? Well, the thing with this game is you get 4 primary classes. So you've got your rogue, cleric, mage, and warrior. And in each of those classes, there's about 6 at the start that you start. It might even be more than that. But as you start, you get about 6 choices. So within the warrior, you have, say, a death knight type thing. You have like a paladin. In the mage, I know you have necromancer. You have elementalist. You have some other ones. I don't really know enough about the game because it is my first time playing through it. But yeah, each class has about 6 or 7 at the beginning that you get to choose from, which sort of define that, the class that you're playing. And then after that, you get a second choice. So you can get many combinations. You basically end up being 2 classes inside of your primary class. And I think there's some extra things after the introductory stages. Maybe in the later levels. I'm still playing through it, so I don't really know too much. I don't think it'd be very interesting if I did a video as a cleric to sort of heal myself as I'm fighting people. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a mage.